Here are three of the small hotels engaged in the Bahamas Hotel Association Sustainable Tourism Entrepreneurial Management and Marketing Project.
They brought us in and they were able to give us structure, because at the beginning we had nothing. We were just operating as a hotel with no structure.
And STEM has helped me to realize that in order to have a successful business, there are certain criteria that you have to have, and they have helped me to recognize and help me to achieve the goals that I would need in order to make my business a successful one.
One of the most important aspects of their endeavors is really to establish a system of networking between all of the small businesses that can help, especially when it comes to purchasing in quantities and in bulk purchasing.
BHA Stemm started in March 2006 and is a 4-year business management and marketing capacity building initiative of BHA and its core industry partners, namely the Nassau Paradise Island Promotion Board, the Bahamas Out Island Promotion Board, the Grand Bahama Island Tourism Board, and the Bahamas Ministry of Tourism and Aviation.
One of the things I believe that the project has effectively done is to dispel the myths that are out there. The myth that Bahamians aren't well engaged at an ownership level in the tourism industry, in the hotel sector specifically. When the data clearly reveals that out of the 107 hotels that have been part of our network, 83% of them are owned by Bahamians, and I believe from a national economic development perspective, that is an incredibly significant statistic.
BHA Stemm received grant funding from the Inter-American Development Bank's Multilateral Investment Fund to build the competitiveness of hotel and tourism SMEs, to further diversify the country's tourism product offering, to contribute to and better position the Bahamas as a sustainable tourism destination.
When we look at the tourism sector, the project targets SMEs in that sector, and basically looking at the whole question of competitiveness. We are looking at the issue of sustainable development in the tourism sector, and we want to be able to support the BHA and the other players in the Ministry of Tourism in the country in trying to position the Bahamas as a sustainable tourism destination.
In achieving these goals, BHA Stemm used a beneficiary-driven or bottom-up approach that engaged and worked with beneficiaries individually, together by island destination, and at a national level as a collective network.
I have personally been a member of the STEM program for the last 2.5 years, and I have learned and earned lots of beneficial results through the program. I've learned financial planning, I've learned management development skills, I've had human resources development training, customer service training programs, and also through the STEM program, the small hotels on the islands have been encouraged to work together. So now we have purchasing programs, we've got promotion programs working together, making the cost less for everyone.
I'm Tony Armbruster from Fernandez Bay Village on Cat Island. A couple of years ago, Raymond Francis and Ian Ferguson showed up at our hotel and began to talk to me about the STEM project. At that time, I was in the middle of a frustrating period in which we have problems with government, problems with organizations, problems with staff, and all of a sudden these two guys walked into my life and showed me a light at the end of the tunnel. And I began working with them, and every time I met with them, the light got brighter. I could see where I needed to go, and they helped me with every step of the way. And our hotel has made a wonderful turnaround and comeback from where we were to where we are today.
Each destination has at least one representative on the BHA Stemm National Small Hotels Task Force, which plays a pivotal role in ensuring that the needs of network members individually, by island, and collectively in a national level are always in the forefront, communicated and addressed.
I've had the opportunity, thank God, to go and speak to everybody and see what their problems are, what their challenges are, what their successes are, and how they feel about everything, and then was able to see the larger picture, kind of like in your own business. When you own the business, you're kind of on the top so you can see everything else, and the people on the bottom always think the different things are priority. Well, I am no longer island-centric or property-centric, so it gave me the opportunity to see the bigger picture and see what it is that we can do, and I think that they're going to be better things to come, and stay tuned.
Network members account for about 50% of all licensed small hotels, 75 rooms and under on the 9 pilot islands. They have a collective room count of 1,744, and they provide employment for over 1,000 persons.
The STEM project has brought hotels together and help us to really come to the point of not depending on government for everything, but has caused us to really sit down and revamp and determine where we want to go and how we want to do things and what we want to see happen for ourselves. And so we have come, especially as a task force member, I know that we're doing things and implementing things now that will go a long way in helping each resort and helping ourselves tremendously. It gives us a good feeling to know that we are not dependent on anybody, but now we're depending on ourselves to bring ourselves to where we need to be.
What did we find? We found several common trends which are both strengths but at the same time highlight special challenges. For example, one person must often wear many hats. Owners come to know their guests on an individual basis. Small hotels are mainly family-run establishments. Local investments are driven by retirement dreams, limited or no documented standard operating procedures. Small hoteliers are also owners of other local businesses and drive their island economy.
STEM has really, for me, provided a wonderful opportunity as a Bahamian to aid in national development and improving, of course, the tourism product. We've been able to, as we moved around the country, assist many properties with staff training, including vision and mission workshops, of course, customer service training, team building training, leadership training, as well as helping them with strategic business planning. In addition to that, we have really helped through the Hospitality Assured program, many of these businesses with getting a grip of business and service excellence. I'm really looking forward to seeing all of these properties do extremely well, being transformed from the inside out, so that we can truly make it better in the Bahamas. Thank you.